we go.
Woo! What is up?
I've been so excited. What are you reading right now?
What am I reading right now? Oh man.
Yeah, let's jump right into it.
I think I left it upstairs. Dang, I was gonna bring it down. I'm reading Between Two Fires by Christopher Buehlman. That's what I'm reading right now. Have you heard of? You've probably heard of Black Tongue Thief, right?
I have.
Yep.
I've even heard of Between Two Fires.
Yeah, I figured you probably did. So yeah, I'm reading that. I'm about a third of the way through it. It's pretty good. I like it. It's a little dark, but I like the dark stuff. So
I was about to say, dark stuff always comes with some quality every once in a while.
Yes. We're both. I mean, you're in it now, but we're both getting ready to read some dark stuff with Rob J. Hayes' new books.
That's
so you're
true.
getting into those.
He's got to finish this book, and the thing is, I think, am I reading anything that's not dark this month? Hold on, I gotta think about that.
Well, this is the perfect month for that.
Exactly. I'm reading Rob J. Hayes, and then I'm going to be reading We Are the Dead.
Oh, yes. Yes, we're going to be reading that one. Mm-hmm.
And then, hold on.
What else you got?
Hob.
Oh, nice. How far are you in that?
I have 2 books left.
Oh, dang. You're really far then. See, I haven't even started yet. I had the first 3, but I haven't started.
Oh, man. Hob is just...
amazing.
Her work is brilliant.
Yeah.
But then again, everything's brilliant at this point, huh?
Yes. It is. That is true. There's so much brilliant stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
I know, man. It's tough.
And I got into indie books earlier this year, and then I realized, oh crap, there's so many interesting things here.
I know. There's so many good things. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, and the covers of indie books are just wild. They're so pretty. It just makes you want to buy every one you see.
Look at this thing.
Oh, I know that one. That one is one of my favorite covers. I haven't read it yet, of course, because there's just so many things.
This book is amazing.
I know. I want to. It's super dark, right? Which I love.
Oh, yeah.
Like twisted.
It's so dark.
Yeah, beyond dark. I know. I got to get that one because that one is a pretty one. I definitely need to grab it.
I think it was the first self-published book that I ever read. Then it was, I don't know if you can see it, I have Bound the Broken up there.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Have you read The Bound and the Broken?
I have read, let's see, which ones have I read? I've read the first novella, and I'm almost through the first book, but I'm behind. I got to get caught up before his new one comes out.
Oh, good luck, pal.
I know.
You want to catch up to Stormlight and the new one?
I know. I'm not going to, but I wish I could. But in 2025, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I missed too many big things. It's too much to catch up on.
That's the thing. I love being up to date with things because when the new book comes out, it's like, yeah, everybody, let's go.
I know. And then you're like just sitting there with like sad music playing, watching everyone talk about it because you're not caught up.
I think, oh, God. And then there's The Fury of the Gods coming out later this month. I wanted to read that, but...
I know, me too.
I've read the first 2 books.
Oh, you did? Well, see, you're better than me. I haven't finished the first one. I'm trying to read it whilst reading other things, but why aren't you going to read it then? If you read the first 2, you just got other things packed in.
Yeah, just because I have 3 books that are absolute musts that I have to get done this month.
Oh,
those are We Are the Dead,
mm-hmm.
Sundered Moon, because I have a chat with Chance.
Yes,
in
nice.
2 weeks.
Okay.
On the Book of Asteya duology, and then
I have those too. Got to read them.
The first one was pretty good.
I heard it's pretty good, yeah. And he's an awesome guy. Have you chatted with him at all, the author?
I've chatted a little bit with him. He gave me the first book for free. It was awesome.
He's such a cool guy.
Cool. And I am so excited to read that. And then what was it? there is a third book. Oh, preferably if I can squeeze it in, I want to get the second fits in the full book, Fool's Quest done.
Oh yeah, you're so close.
Oh, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
I know. I heard it. It's so sad at the end. I heard it gets everybody crying.
Oh,
Plus,
I believe
they'll
it
be
too.
they'll be done, and you've been reading them. How long has it been since you read the first one?
The first one was October last year.
So you read Assassin's Apprentice October last year?
Yep.
Wow. So you've gotten through it all in almost a year. That's pretty impressive, man.
Well, 4 of the books I skimmed. I admit, Rainwald Chronicles.
I was gonna say, when you said 4, I skimmed. I'm like, I get that. That's probably what I'll do too. Because I mean, you got to get the gist of it at least, right? Because they play a part later on, so you got to get the gist of it.
They were important. Like, you know what? I refuse to have these books not have the maximum impact they can possibly have on my first read.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they are some of the most powerful books I've ever read. It is my favorite series.
Mm-hmm.
And
I was just gonna say, what's your favorite? But that is, huh?
That's my favorite.
I got it. I can't wait to read them, man.
And then Johan from Library of a Viking, he made that video. If you've seen it, I think it was today. And Janny Wirtz was like, "Oh, you like Robin Hobb? Go read this new author." I'm like, "Crap, I can't do that. Look at my TBR."
I know. I don't have room.
What are you doing to me?
Oh, I know.
What's your favorite?
My favorite, I think right now, as of now, my favorite is kind of a 1A, 1B. 1A is First Law, 1B is Red Rising. Are my favorite.
Ooh. So I have read First Law.
Okay. All of it?
All of it. No, that's not true. That's not true.
The first
I haven't read the standalones.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
I have read the first trilogy and the Age of Madness trilogy.
Okay. That's good.
And then I want to go through the standalones with the audiobook.
Oh, yeah. The audiobooks for those are great.
So I've heard Stephen Pace is really great.
Yes, he's amazing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. And the standalones are I think they're really good because to me they're almost more of a connecting trilogy than they are really standalones. Like you could technically read them on their own, but even those 3 are interconnected to each other, and then they're connected to both trilogies. So you'll see a lot of little nods to things, and you'll be like, "Oh yeah, okay."
Oh well. I honestly, I had a very interesting. I always think my take is very interesting for First Law because I was pretty lukewarm on the first trilogy.
Some people are. I know. And
I was like, you know what? I love those covers for the second trilogy. I got them for Christmas, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna read them. I wasn't in a good mood, and so I said, you know what? I want to read First Law, and then I binge read them.
Oh yeah, I definitely I like the first trilogy, but the second trilogy is where it's at, man. I agree.
Oh, Age of Madness was so
good,
brilliant.
It was. Who's your favorite character in there?
Oh, that's evil.
All right, fine. Top more than one. Okay. You can't say all of them though.
Okay. Hold on. In the second trilogy or in both trilogies?
Second.
Okay, second trilogy.
Let's start just second.
Because the first trilogy, I think you know that I'm going to say Glokta.
Oh, of course.
It's not a choice.
No. He's awesome.
Oh. I think Rika.
Well, Rika is pretty awesome.
Oh, wait, no. It's that was... I take that back. Orso, then Rika.
Okay, I was going to say, my favorite is Orso. But I did really like Rika, but Orso, oh man, his humor and stuff. He's so fun to read. Like, I know.
Everything about Orso was just so...
His character arc and like development through that whole trilogy was so good.
Oh, yeah. The thing is, every once in a while, I'll come across a trilogy, I'll read it, and I'll go, you know, I wish I felt like writing an essay right now because I could totally write one on this.
Oh yeah, just dive in, deep dive.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like Orko's entire arc is so brilliant. And then we see all those themes of political corruption. And,
oh yeah. I know. Oh yeah, that book had so many things. That trilogy. Oh, so good. A lot of twists and turns. Yeah, it was good.
But I haven't read Red Rising. I have not touched.
I was gonna say, have you done Red Rising? Now, when you finally do someday, I know you have a lot of other things, but read the first one and then keep going. The first one I actually liked, but a lot of people, it's the weakest book out of them all. They just get better and better. So if you read the first one, you're like, read the second one, then decide.
That's typically what I like to do. I like to say, unless I hate the first book. And
if you absolutely hate it, then don't.
Yeah, then I'm dropping it.
Yeah,
sorry.
Sure. Yep, no, that's 100%. There's too many things to read.
Exactly.
Do you DNF a lot, or have there been books or series that you really just hated?
Oh,
because I feel like you're such a positive guy, and I'm the same way. And like there even books that I don't like, I'm like, that's pretty good. I'll keep going.
Exactly.
I haven't found one that I'm like, I'm done with this.
No. Is there anything that I have hated? I mean, I've read Fourth Wing for God's sake, and I didn't hate it.
That's awesome. I actually have it because I want to read it just to see. But
exactly.
I haven't.
I read it for a book club, and I had a friend, or the head of our book club. She was like, "I hate this book. This book sucks." And I'm like, "Oh, I loved it. It was garbage."
Just a fun, trashy read, huh?
And then I tore it apart. And then I have the teacher who's there. And she's like, I just liked it.
Yeah, I thought you liked it.
I said, awesome. Oh, yeah, I loved it. It's horrible.
I love the experience, but it's not very good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, that's awesome. So that was a book club through like school, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Now, what are you doing now? Like, what do you do in Alex's life? Like, what do you do? I've wondered because we haven't chatted one-on-one really. We've chatted in groups and stuff, but so like, what are you doing when you're not reading?
Oh, when I'm not reading.
Yeah, like what's your? Go ahead.
One of my favorite things to do, just as another hobby besides reading, is weightlifting.
Oh, really? Nice.
I love it.
That's awesome, dude.
I can't explain. So I growing up, I did all these different sports. I was told, do this, do that, do that. I tried flag football. I tried actual football. And I'm not a violent person. I can't do it.
I bet you're fast, though. Or not really.
Why did you guess that?
I don't know. You look like you'd be fast. I don't know.
In sprints, I tend to be pretty good.
See, there you go. But if you got to run for a long time, you're in trouble. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, actually, exactly. I did cross country for a couple of years, and I hated it.
Hated it
so much.
That was not your jam. No. Understandable.
And I would also do track, so I would do throwing, and I would do sprints. I loved the sprints. Even though I practiced none at all for those, and I think I did pretty well for somebody who wasn't practicing.
That's pretty good.
But then eventually I kind of fell off that, and I started to do weightlifting.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's just such, I can't explain it. It gives me energy. You'd expect it to take away energy.
Okay. So you just get pumped up.
Oh yeah. For example, the other day I was in the gym, and the guy I know, he yells at me, "How are you doing? Is it fun?" And then I shout right back, "Shut up!" And the guy's going, "You're not supposed to match my energy."
Oh man,
what are you doing?
You gotta start doing some like shorts of you like in the gym, man. Like talking about a book while you're just pumping some iron, getting all pumped up. That'd be awesome.
Well, I'll balance the book on top of the bench press.
Ooh, there you go. Yes, that's right. Just lift it up, looking at it while you're doing it.
Exactly.
I love it. I love it. Sign me up. Oh,
What do
that's
you
sweet,
do
man.
outside of reading?
Oh, well, so I'm a teacher. I teach high school resource or special ed. It's like kids that have learning disabilities in reading, writing, or if they have like ADHD, if they're autistic. So if they're in a regular class, but then they just need some extra support, they'll come to me for an hour and I just help them out with different things. So that keeps me pretty busy because I have to do IEPs, which are like plans they have every year that give them accommodations to help them in class. So a lot of paperwork. So that I do a lot of that, unfortunately. I mean, I love my job, but bringing that home is not always fun.
But paperwork.
Yeah, paperwork, not so much. So I do that. That keeps me busy, and I do have 4 kids, so that keeps me pretty busy.
Oh God.
So reading is my like thing that I love to do when I don't have to do all that other stuff. And then I like to game. I don't game as much as I used to because my 15-year-old, my son, he's gotten big into gaming, so he's always on my PS5 now. So I usually just buy games and then he plays them, and he tells me how cool they are. That's my gaming now.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I talk to my dad. I'm like, you need to play God of War, and he loves God of War.
God of War is awesome.
He finished. Has he finished the first game? I think he's almost done with the first game.
Okay, nice.
He was on it. He's been on it for like 2 years now.
Yeah, that's how it goes when you get older, man. Enjoy you knocking them out now. Did you play the second one?
Oh, I played the second one.
Oh yeah, I haven't played the second one yet. I want to. I kind of want to play it with my son. I feel like that would be fun.
Oh, that actually could be really cool.
I know. I thought that would be sweet. I would kind of want to replay the first one with him and then have us play the second one together. I think that'd be cool.
That is a really cool idea.
I know. That's got some good dad shite in it, as Mike would say.
Exactly. That's one of my favorite types of relationship, and I can never understand why.
Yeah.
Father-son relationships or father-child relationships.
Right, in general. Yeah.
Well, always.
Yeah, same, man. I agree.
I said father-child. It's more just parent-child.
Yeah, that's true. Because same. Because there's some fantasy books that have like mom child, and they're just as good. Yeah, I agree.
I feel like when fantasy books are given the chance and finally try to like dig into that, it's always so good.
It is. I agree. It's so good. What's your favorite one? Favorite book with that kind of trope that you've read? I know. I was just thinking about it. Because I feel like every trilogy or series eventually has something with it in it. But
Hob.
Oh, has it got some good?
Oh
man, that's gonna get me even deeper then.
It's Hob or maybe Sun Eater.
Oh yeah, Sun Eater's got some of that in there. That's true. How far are you in Sun Eater? Are you all caught up?
I'm caught.
Dang it, man, you're good. I'm at Demon and White. Demon and White. I'm reading that right now.
Okay.
I haven't finished it yet, so don't spoil anything for me.
Oh, I won't.
I'm excited though, because I know everybody says this is like the first one where it's just like, boom, favorite ever kind of thing. So I really like. Hey, Tim.
Sorry for not saying hello earlier. It was in full screen.
Oh yeah, that's right. Tim.
But oh my god, what is yeah? It has to be in Hob because Hob has made me cry twice. Sun Eater once.
Okay. Yep. Oh, I'm a big softie. I better be ready when I read Hob then.
And for context, nothing else has ever made me cry. That's not movies, not TV shows, no books.
Wow. Dang. Well, that's impressive, man.
First time I cried was in Sun Eater, and I won't tell you which book. I'm going to let you get there, and then I'll.
All right, I'll see. Wait, what? So is it in Demon and White then?
No, it's not.
Okay, further on.
It's further on.
Okay, I'll see. If I start crying when I'm reading it, something, I'll be like, "All right, man, was it this part?"
I feel like when you get there, you'll know what I'm talking about.
I'll know. Okay. Have you read the novellas and the short stories?
I haven't. I need to.
Okay. I've kind of been doing it in the order he says with those, because it's funny because with video games, I'm like completely not a completionist. I just play the story and I get through the story and I'm fine. But with books, I'm like, oh, there's short stories and novellas. Where do they fit in? I got to read them in that order. It's so funny how I'm like that with books, but with games and stuff, I'm like, it's all right. I don't know why it's like that.
For books, it depends. For Sun Eater, I need to.
Right.
I wanted to get those special editions of the novellas, but then so I was on the
interest list.
and Derrida books wait list, and then I see the price and I go, nope.
Oh, I know.
I know. So expensive.
I know. I thought the same, and I wasn't gonna get them, but then Shane, a guy that reviews books on X and Instagram, he made a group chat with me and John from Talking Story, and he's like, I know you guys are in this list too. I'm getting them. You should too. And John and me were like, we got to think about it. That's expensive. And I wasn't gonna do it, but then John did it. So then I'm like, well, now I gotta do it. I gotta do it now. So I did it too. I think they arrive on Tuesday. I cannot wait. But that was probably a bad choice because they are way too.
I got the broken binding editions.
See, because I didn't get those.
Oh, okay.
So see, now I can live vicariously through you. You can live vicariously through me.
Exactly.
It's a fair.
You made the purchase. I made a purchase.
Yeah. Oh, I did. Did you see? I did get the diamond edition.
Oh, I'm jealous. I'm so jealous.
It's so pretty, man. That naked hardcover, that devil on there.
Yeah.
That's sweet. But
those so good.
Oh, it does. I love it. Those broken binding ones I'm gonna be so jealous, man. I hope they have them like a restock of them eventually that I can.
Oh, they will.
Get. I'm sure they will. Yeah.
They said there's a wait list for them if you want to sign up.
I think I did. I think I did do that. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I think it was actually interesting. I got onto the subscription service that week.
You did?
And, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I think it was going on a day or two before my birthday. So I was like,
okay.
Hey!
Well, that was great timing.
Oh, it was great timing.
Oh man, that's awesome. Are you just doing the fantasy one or the fantasy and the sci-fi one?
I'm doing the fantasy one.
Me too.
But I kind of want to sign up for the sci-fi one now.
Oh, me too.
Number one, because holy crap, Jeff Brown is insane.
I know, man.
And also because it's every other month.
Right, it's not every, which is nice. I know those ones that they've made. Yeah, me too at first, but every other, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, that's not as bad as what I was thinking, because I thought it was every month, and if it's every month,
I can't do both. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know. But yeah, when I saw those the Andy Weir books, those were so cool, and I'm like, I should have signed up. And then they did the what's it called, the 3-body problem.
Yeah,
that's what they're doing now, and I'm like, those look so nice.
I was so jealous of the Andy Weir ones because I have a friend who her favorite book is Project Hail Mary, and I'm like, I wish I could give that to her.
That would have been such a cool gift.
Exactly, because I was like, I know she'd love it. It's like, damn it.
Dang it.
Exactly.
Oh man. Well, maybe they'll sell them eventually on their own too. Who knows?
They actually probably will.
I feel like at some point they always do it, but then those are like the hardest things to get from the general sale. Have you tried to buy anything through a broken binding, like crazy draft like that, where you get on a certain time and it's like you hit buy like the second it goes live and it's like sold out? I'm like, what the heck?
I did actually. I tried to do oh my god, I was so pissed. It was the Silverblood Promise.
Oh yeah, I know. I tried to get that one too, and I missed it.
I stalk the SWYM disabled stuff.
Okay.
So there's that tag, so I can see all the private listings.
Yeah.
So I stalk that, and one day I realized that I could click on one of them on the Silverblood Promise and press add to cart. I'm like, oh, this is weird. And so I didn't pay it any attention because I thought I wasn't going to be able to get it.
Oh, yeah, right.
Fast forward an hour, maybe 2 hours. I look at their Twitter and I go, son of a bitch.
You could have got it. Dang it.
And then, especially when I saw the cover for the second book, I was so...
I know, man. That second one looks even better somehow. He's killing it right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy, man. Did you read that Silverblood Promise?
Sorry, say that again?
Did you read Silverblood Promise?
Have you?
Okay. Yeah, it was really good. I liked it a lot.
I want to.
I know. It's good. I know.
Look at all this stuff.
I know, man. I hear you. I just look around and I'm like, oh, so many books. Why can't I be a faster reader like the Flash? Like just you know how sweet that would be?
I know, and I'm in a bit of a reading slump right now.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, and I've been slowing down my reading, and especially last night I had to crank out an essay for The Great Gatsby.
Oh gosh. Oh, that sounds like a good time.
That was 2 a.m. me not being happy when he realized he had no homework.
Oh, that's a terrible time to realize that.
Oh yeah, it was a terrible time.
Oh,
and then I went to class today, and then he hears me talking about it, and he goes, "What? Why were you doing it that late? I'm like, I have to write an essay."
Oh, I know, man. It happens.
Exactly, and it's all my fault too. I was procrastinating it for like 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. Then that was a little bit your fault.
Oh yeah, it's totally my fault.
That's what I do too, though. I used to always do that with papers and stuff in college and high school. Wait till the last minute and then just crunch it out. Making those memories.
It was like, I'm not tired anymore.
Oh yeah, right. You broke through that barrier of tiredness.
Yeah. And then my teacher, he goes, "That's not a thing." And I say, "Yes, it is."
You're like, "It is," because I experienced it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But the problem is the Broken Binding. There's like 3 more books that I've been waiting for to come out this year so that I can snag them. Way of the Damned special edition. I want to buy that.
Oh yeah, I know. Me too.
11th Cycle special edition, because I mean,
I know, man. That's kind of why I haven't bought it yet, because I'm waiting to see what that looks like. I'm sure it's gonna be crazy.
Exactly, it's gonna be great. It's gonna give me an excuse to reread it because number one, I think I've seen the cover, and number 2, it's a revised edition too.
Oh,
so
true.
That's gonna be great. And that's going to be crooked for a while.
That's all right.
But there's something else this year that I was looking at, and I was going, "Oh, I also want that Ascendant. I want to read that book." And now that there's an Indie Endless, if it wasn't Indie Endless, I would have bought it on the spot. By the way,
I know. Same.
I'm so happy it's Indie Endless.
I know. Same. You can get it anytime.
Exactly. And so I'm like, okay, you know what? I don't have to buy that right now.
Right. Yep. I'm gonna wait until you're ready to read it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. I want to read those too. So many things.
Exactly.
There's enough. It's like there's enough awesome traditionally published stuff I want to read, and now there's all this awesome indie stuff. You put them together, endless. Speaking of endless,
I think you answered this already a while back, but I don't remember. Did you get the Malazan special editions?
I did, because I haven't read Malazan yet, so I'm like, I gotta.
Well, I've read Gardens of the Moon.
Okay, that's good.
Other than that, I haven't read Malazan.
Did you get them too then?
Say that again?
Did you get them too? The Malazan one? Of course.
Jeff Brown art was on it, man.
I know, you have to when he does it. Like
the dragon and then the Darujistan art.
I know.
It was too good.
It is. It's gorgeous. I can't wait.
I also, did you notice that Dragonbone Chair's in the mail now?
I did.
I woke up to that email a couple days ago and went, "Woo, today's a good day."
Same. I know that. I can't wait to see that. It looks so good through the screen. I can't wait to see it in my hands.
I know.
Oh, I know. Have you read Dragonbone Chair? I haven't read that either. Yeah. That's what's cool about this. Oh, go ahead.
That was what I was saying to the guys for We Are the Dead and all that.
Yeah.
Originally, I think I said, "Hey, let's do what's Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn." And then eventually we said, "No, let's just do through a long process."
Yeah, right.
If they ever told you about I think it's 20 email chain.
Oh, no, I didn't hear about that. That's hilarious. The back and forth, huh?
Oh, yeah. And then we said, okay, we're going to do, is it Last War Trilogy?
Yep.
The Last War Trilogy, and maybe after that, because I want to read.
Oh, me too. Me too.
Because
especially when we have those books. Oh, we're definitely going to want to read them. Yeah, I already wanted to, but now even more.
Exactly. I already I have, hold on.
Ooh,
Dragonbone Chair.
Oh, yeah.
I had it, and then I realized, wait, I'm getting a special edition.
I know. I actually had just found, because I love the old artwork, so I actually found the
those are in good condition.
I know. I got them on Pango and these. But now, and then that special edition came out. I'm like, that's all right.
Yeah.
At least, because I mean, at least I still have those covers. But
exactly. These new covers are gorgeous, though.
Oh, I know, man. It's crazy how good of an artist he is. Like, I kind of want to like look back and figure out what his like first couple covers were before he started getting big. Like, I wonder what books he did covers for.
That is a good question.
I don't really know before Silver Blood Promise. I feel like I don't. Do you know anything?
I think I've seen a couple.
Okay.
Because he's done a bunch for indie published people.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that really caught my eye was In Exile of Water and Gold.
Ah, yes.
You seen that cover?
Oh,
holy!
Have I seen it? Hold on a second.
Oh, you own it?
I do. Let me find it. Oh, it's right here. You know how that goes. Right here.
Oh, I'm jealous. I want that.
I know. Yeah, I like talked to Josh, the author, and then I was like, I gotta get it. He's such a cool guy, and I love that cover already. And the story just sounds cool too. But
oh yeah, the title and the cover sold me.
I know.
There's a giant tree.
Yeah, I know. Right?
Yep. I'm done.
Yep. Yep. Exactly.
I'm
in all the way.
I can't even. I don't know why. Giant things are like, okay, you got me. Just
I know. I know. I agree.
Always. Like, have you seen the map for Shadow of the Gods, or have you started Shadow of the Gods at all?
I have started it. Yes. I don't. Is the map's in the book, right?
Yeah.
Let me see. Those covers are sweet too. You talking about this?
Oh yeah, I'm talking about the giant snake corpse that is a mountain range.
Oh yes. That is awesome. Yep, I know what you're talking about.
So cool.
I know, that is really cool.
And then just the big things, I always go, oh yeah,
give it to me.
Exactly.
I hear you, man. 100%. I agree.
Have you ever read do you read manga? I'm curious.
I'm the last Probably last couple of years I've gotten into it because I always wanted to, but I hadn't. And then I started reading Berserk, love Berserk, and that really got me into it. And then started going into One Piece, of course, because I got to read that now. And then I also really got into Vinland Saga. So those three like really sucked me in, and now I'm starting to look into a lot of stuff. But
oh yeah, Vinland Saga. So manga was my gateway into reading.
Okay, that's what you started with?
Yeah, I started reading, or actually, for a while I had been very stingy. I had said, no, anime's dumb, that crap's stupid.
Yeah.
And my best friend is a hardcore anime lover.
Okay.
And he would tell me, you are wrong. You just haven't found the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
He made me watch Naruto first time. I said, no, get this off.
Oh yeah, my son loved that. I did the same thing.
I hated it. And then he makes me watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh, I love that.
And I go, holy crap, that's amazing.
Uh-huh.
And I got addicted.
Oh,
it was quarantine time too. So
you went crazy, I'm sure.
I went crazy. So I'm watching all these different things, and then I'm like, so give me another recommendation, man. Give me another. And like, just as you saw in the group chat earlier, Gurren Lagann, that was one of his recommendations. Like,
okay.
That's an amazing. It's like 26 episodes, and I love it.
Oh yeah, I got to check that out.
It kind of, I don't know, you know what? It kind of reminds me of One Piece in some ways.
Does it? Okay.
It's that super optimistic and power of belief.
Okay. I like that.
I love that sort of stuff. And it's just something that started coming into me recently, and I've been obsessed with it.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I like that. That sounds good. What's like the premise of that one?
There is two brothers who are in this underground cavern, and they're told that the world outside, there is none.
Oh, okay.
The only world that exists is our cave. You don't leave it.
Oh,
and most people do live their lives by drilling. And there's so many great quotes, like the one you saw earlier, the believe in the me that believes in you. I love that quote so much.
That's a really good quote.
And then yours is the drill that will go through the heavens.
Oh, I like that.
I love that one too.
That's pretty good.
That idea of belief. I believe in you, so you can do it.
Yes.
And I never realized it until recently, but that is a mentality that I carry that I try to carry in myself.
That's good.
In everybody around me. And I say, hey, I believe in you. You can do it. You are being so, like so many people, they'll put themselves down, and I go, no, you're wrong.
Right.
You can do it. You just gotta push.
Yep. Yeah, that's good, man. Inspire those people. I love it.
Exactly.
Heck yeah.
And it's something I just love about that series, and something I love in, for example, One Piece.
All right. And it's spelled the way you wrote it in the text, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna check it out.
And
I'll let you know what I think.
And then I came across The Promised Neverland. Have you ever watched that?
I don't think so. No. I mean, I haven't watched it. I was trying to think if I've heard of it. I don't
it's
know.
This
vaguely familiar.
Do you like cosmic horror?
I do.
So it's about these kids who they're being raised in an orphanage by a lady, and they go up to, one of the first scenes is they go up to a cage, or they go up to some bars and say, why can't we leave the orphanage? She says, it's because mother says it's dangerous outside. And then slowly you begin to discover some of the dark secrets of this orphanage. What happens when people are adopted. And
that sounds good.
Oh, it's so good.
Promised Neverland?
The Promised Neverland.
Promised Neverland. All right.
And then there was a certain point, and
I'm writing this down.
I kind of went.
Then it got a little too crazy.
No, I don't mind crazy. Crazy, you can go off the walls, and I'm willing to stay in.
Okay.
But I'd love to hear your thoughts if you ever get to that point.
Oh, I feel like that'd be great. I'm trying to find some manga to read this month that's more like spooky vibes, horror vibes. So that's a good one, I think.
Oh yeah, that scared the crap out of me.
Oh man. All right, I'm gonna check it out.
And after that, I went to Berserk.
Oh, nice.
And I became obsessed with Berserk.
Yes.
After becoming obsessed with Berserk, I'm like, I'm going everywhere. Let me get more Berserk stuff in me.
Right. Oh yeah, more things like that, right?
All these videos, and then I ended up coming across Daniel Green.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And his Berserk videos.
Yep.
And so I go through those, and I go, so what else does this guy have?
Right.
And other stuff. And then that's how I started, and I saw Shadow of the Gods. That was a book that I had seen on Amazon and went, oh, that's a cool cover. Add to wish list.
Yep. Yep.
And then I started picking up all these different books.
Mm-hmm.
These actual novels other than manga and light novels. And I have not stopped since.
Yes, I love it. Now, have you read Empire of the Vampire?
No, not yet.
Okay, that's one you should read eventually, because I like the world and the character. He's very like cynical, little foul mouth, but still like has some redeeming qualities. It reminds me a little bit. It's got a little berserkness to it. I think you'd like it, but with vampires instead of demons.
And that's the thing. I know. I think I really like it.
Oh yeah, just definitely keep it on the list. I know you got some other things.
List.
I know. Tell me about it. Like,
oh my god, it's so. I want to get into it because it's one of those books that's like, okay, I'm gonna buy it now. No, I'm not gonna buy it now. I'm gonna go buy it now.
And it's kind of a chonker too. Like there's some big books, the first one and the second one.
And from what I hear, it's a post-apocalypse, right?
Yeah, it's kind of got that fantasy like medieval setting to it. But yeah, it's like vampires have taken over the world, basically. Yeah.
I love a good post-apocalypse. I'm not gonna lie.
It's
that sort of thing.
Yep.
Right up my alley.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm curious, have you read The Wheel of Time?
Oh, I've only read the first book. It's crazy. I'm actually trying to collect them all. Like I found those the Memory, Sorrow, Thorn. I'm trying to find all of those with like in mass market and the old covers. I've got most. I've got like half of them. But yeah, I gotta read that. But it's another one of those things where it's like I want to read it, but it's such a big commitment, and there's so many other things. I just keep kicking it down the road, But
exactly.
Did you read them all?
Thing. No, I have. Those are the only copies I have.
Okay.
I stopped halfway through book 5 because I was forgetting things.
Oh yeah,
and I was passing my read of it.
Yeah, and you don't want to read because you feel like it's like an assignment or something you need to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, it needs to be fun.
And so I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to stop reading Wheel of Time. I'm going to come back to it. I will come back to it one day.
Yes. And I feel like that's the series you can read a book here and there and just come back to it whenever,
Really? You think so?
I think so. I mean, yeah, you're going to have to do some refreshment, I'm sure, to remember what happened before, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of those classic fantasy long series like that, I feel like you don't have to read them back to back, like binge them, It's just too much.
Oh yeah, it's so much.
Yeah.
Like what I'm excited for though is the next big series I'm gonna read after I'm done with Realm of the Elderlings.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be Malazan and then Wars of Light and Shadow.
Oh, did you see what Tim said? He's reading Curse of the Mistwraith right now. Yep.
I'm stuck on Curse of the Mistwraith. Oh, yeah.
So I think I don't know if you're still in there, let us know if you're in. I've started reading it in Beard of Darkness's Discord with people, and I'm the same way. Like, it's really good. I love it, but it is, you really got to pay attention. You really got to let it simmer, let it soak in. So I'm like, I was going to try to read one a month, but then I'm like, I'm just going to take my time with this one and then pick up when like John and Brian do their read through in 2025. I think I'll just hop on with them.
That's the thing. When I finished reading the first book, I went, I really want to do this one a month.
Yes, I know.
And I think I was willing to do it, but if it's possible for me to have a chat with somebody else, like Chance.
Oh yeah.
Because I know he's starting it like halfway through next year. I kind of want to have chats with him about it.
Yep.
If I can do that, then I prefer that just because.
Yep.
You can really appreciate it more. Oh
yeah, 100%. Yep. Bouncing ideas off people, then they say something that you're like, oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, it's just exactly. That's the funnest way to read too, is just reading it with other people. I love it.
Oh yeah. Making it a social thing is just I never knew how fun it could possibly be.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah. It is.
Like I would see people like that was one of the reasons why I started. I was like seeing all these people talk about books and like I'm damn well jealous.
Got the FOMO.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I agree.
And so I go, screw it. I'm doing it.
Doing it. I know. And now look, now you're part of the Red Company.
Exactly.
Boom. Oh man.
What would you say? So how would you say what is your top 5? Since you've given me your 1 and your 2, your 1A and your 1B.
Okay. My top 5 series. Okay, I would say probably then we'd have Dresden Files. Love Dresden Files. And then let's see, it's up here. Probably Sun Eater actually would be on there. Yeah. And then what is the first book? And then I read The Tomb by F. Paul Wilson, Repairman Jack. I love that series. That's I don't know if you've ever heard John talk about it. He's read it too. But it's there's like 20 books in it. Came out in like the 90s and 2000s. But it's a kind of an urban fantasy. It's like a guy who lives off the grid. And he fixes problems for people. That's why he's Repairman Jack. And he every case he takes on to help someone, there always ends up being some kind of like supernatural or Lovecraftian twist to it. There's always some kind of thing. And then there's this overarching story as time goes on where there's like a bigger war between good and evil going on, and he slowly gets like sucked into it. It's pretty sweet. It's really good.
I'm gonna have to check that out then.
Oh, I know. It's great. Yeah, it's like, and it does really good with like found family. Like he's in New York City and he's got like just all these different characters that become like his found family. And so it's very grounded, but then it's just this crazy good versus evil story. And it's really good. It's good.
Huh.
So yeah,
I don't think I ever really hear crazy associated with New York City.
Right? Never. Who would ever say such a thing?
Have you read Dandelion Dynasty?
What's that?
Have you read the Dandelion Dynasty?
No, I do have the midnight editions though.
Yeah,
I want to. So I'm just like, I want to read that series eventually, and these books are beautiful, so I got to get them.
Oh yeah,
have you read them?
Sorry, what?
Have you read them?
No, I just got the Dandelion or the midnight edition.
You got them too? Nice.
Actually, I want to show this off because I think it's so good.
Yeah.
I have never seen a book that I didn't like the cover for, and then I decide to read it. Most of the time, I should say. So I see this is The Last Shield.
Oh yeah.
If you ever see the original cover, I think it's boring.
Yeah. Which edition is that?
This is the Broken Binding edition.
Broken Binding one? Oh yeah. I got hang on. I'll hold up.
Oh, you have it?
I've got the regular one. So I'll hold that up so people can see how much cooler yours looks.
Yeah, mine looks badass.
It does. All right, hold on. I just need to find it now. That's the trick.
I believe in you.
Remembering where you put things, right?
Oh yeah.
I've got this stupid spinning, you know those rotating bookshelves?
Oh yeah.
I've got one of those, but there's a problem with the bottom, and I have to take all the books off to fix it because I can't actually spin it.
Oh, that's such a pain.
I know. Oh, here it is. Found it. Yeah, I mean it's okay, but yours is way cooler, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome, dude. I was gonna get that one, but then this I actually got through this other subscription thing I have called Caffeine and Legends. They send you a box with like coffee, a book signed by the author, and then like
that's
some
cool.
goody things. So this is signed by him, and I'm like, I'll just get this. But then now that I see that, I'm jelly, man. I should have got that one. I know that one's signed too.
And
it's got that cool thing on. It's got the shield on the naked hardcover, right?
I know it's so cool.
Oh, that's a beautiful one.
Because I chop things. I ding things down on the list because of their cover. I admit it.
I do.
I just work by the cover.
I do judge by the cover. I agree.
But because of this cover, I don't think I ever would have picked it up if I hadn't seen this cover and went, holy crap, this looks cool.
That looks really cool. And it's a nice short read too. It's not super long. So that'll be a nice one to squeeze in. No, I'm just saying I can tell from my paperback, but seeing the hardcover, you can tell it's not super thick.
No.
So that'll be a nice one to squeeze in.
I'm saving it for a time when I'm like, you know what? I feel like I need something small, something quick, something fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was sold to me as Die Hard, okay?
Yes, me too. Me too. I think I have the first book in his other series too. Oh yeah, right here. Have you ever seen this one?
Is it
Trader God?
Oh, Trader God. No. Oh.
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really cool.
I like the name.
I know. Yeah. It's supposed to be pretty dark. A nice grim dark story, which I love.
Awesome. Have you read Perdita Street Station?
I read some of it. So I was really hyped for oh my gosh, why is the Book of Elsewhere by him and Keanu Reeves. So when I knew that was coming out, I started reading Perdita Street Station that same month, and then I read probably through like a third of it, and I really liked it, but I gotta get back to it so I can actually read it because I liked it a lot. Did you read all of them or just what's that?
Sorry, say that again.
I know we keep talking at the same time. I'm sorry.
I know. I hope I'll enjoy it since I did this.
You got the Broken Binding one?
Yeah.
I'm so jealous. That was another one I wanted to get, but I'm like, dang it.
Because you see, the trade-off was I got this, you got that.
The Diamond Edition?
I mean, yes, but
which one?
What's John Gwynn? It's to your right.
Oh, these ones you didn't get them?
No.
Oh man, yeah. These ones were awesome.
Because they're books that are expensive, and I haven't read them.
Yeah, I know. I got this Perdita Street Station. I did like these covers, not as much as that, obviously, but
I love.
I thought these ones were cool.
Oh, that is a good cover.
Yeah,
I haven't seen the one with the.
Yeah, I didn't like. I didn't like that one as much.
I don't like that.
But yeah, these ones I think look cool, but not as cool as that.
Yeah,
all of those look awesome.
I showed these to my mom, and she's like, she's an artist, and she loved these covers. Oh, these are amazing! They're my favorite covers on your shelf.
Nice.
So good. I love
Did you get all of them or just that one?
I got this one, and I have the Scar.
Nice. Oh yeah, that's good.
I haven't gotten Iron Council. I will not. I'm gonna read Perdita Street Station before I think about buying the Iron Council.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I feel like it'll still be there.
I think I'll enjoy it, but if I read Perdido Street Station and don't like it that much, then I'm not gonna buy Iron Council. If I love it,
then you gotta complete the
gotta finish it.
Oh yeah. It's and I think you'll like it. Like what I read, I loved it, and I've been wanting to get back to it. It's very like I don't know, like the city that it's set in that he created is very like grungy and like kind of I don't know. That's just the word I think of, like grungy. And there's like bug people. Like it's pretty sweet. I don't know. It's awesome. I think you'll like it. Yeah, like that have been like experimented on. It's pretty sweet.
I always like that sort of idea.
Yes. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Pretty much right off the bat, like the first couple chapters, it pulls you in with a lot of weirdness, and I loved it.
Oh yeah, weird stories are always some of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, One Piece is one of my favorites.
Oh yeah.
If One Piece is one of my favorites, it's got that says something about how much I love weird stories.
You're down with the weird stories.
Oh.
So what are you in college for? Are you in college right now?
No.
High school?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep.
You're so mature.
Thank you.
I mean, in the best ways, but then you can be funny and immature in the best ways. Like to be doing this, we got to be a little bit immature sometimes, right? But
of course.
But I'm just saying, like I wondered, like when I first saw your first video, I'm like, oh, this dude's awesome. He's hilarious. He looks so young. Maybe he's in high school. But then I don't know. The more I like talk to you and stuff, I'm like, he's probably in college. He seems like he's got it together. So
I want out, man. I hate it.
Oh man, what grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
No, so you still got another year after this one too. You're almost there.
Oh, I see the light.
It's so close.
It's all the way over there, though.
That's awesome, man. That's very cool. What are your plans and goals? Do you know yet? You don't have to. You're only a junior, but
I want to do med school.
Nice, good for you, man. That's awesome.
Because for multiple reasons.
Mm-hmm.
This was very interesting to me, and it drives me insane that I'm actually doing it, because my dad's side of the family has always said, hey, we want you to be a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm at this stage of my life and I'm going, I love biology. I love that sort of thing. I love helping people and I love biology. And that is just something I'd love to go through.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you people are going to lord this over me, aren't you?
They're like, finally.
Yeah. And I understand why.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because and I think it's going to be misconstrued as you're doing it because we want you to do it, rather than I'm doing it because I want to do it.
Right. Yeah, you want to do it, but they always wanted you to do it.
Exactly.
So, yeah. I get you.
That's but you know what? Man. At the end of the day, it's all right.
Yeah, as long as you're going to do what you want to do. Exactly. That's all that matters. So you know what? Yeah, and of course you'll be able to buy all the Broken Binding books.
Exactly.
Do you know what area you want to go into, or like which ones you're thinking of?
Okay, either internal medicine or psychiatry.
Nice.
That's awesome. I have been doing a project on mental health, on PTSD, trauma, how that affects the brain, how it processes, or what in particular is stopping the brain from continuing growth because of trauma, and how can we do things to help that?
That's interesting.
In fact, I'm going to be trained it's called QPR, which is it's something that allows you to understand the right questioning, the right mentality to help somebody through a suicidal
thought
process.
Okay.
And that's something I'm it's sort of like CPR, but
yeah. Oh yeah. In the brain, yeah.
In the brain. And I thought, oh, that's so interesting. I want to go do that.
That's cool, dude. I love that. Nice.
I have multiple alarms throughout the day that say, go study this, go do that homework.
So that you don't, well, you're not listening to those alarms since you were up at 2 a.m. doing Great Gatsby essays.
Of course not. But you're so interesting.
But you're doing what makes you happy. Yeah. Oh man. What was that alarm for? What do you have to do?
SAT studying.
Oh yes, junior year. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
That's why every week I have a group of friends. We go out, we study for a couple hours, we go out and eat. It's honestly probably one of my favorite times of the week.
That's awesome. And you're all like serious about it. You all want to do good on the SAT.
Yeah.
That's good. Good for you, man.
We all want to do good. And then when we go out to eat, we go, why is there more drama in our friend group?
Well, that's a given.
The boys.
There's always going to be drama in the friend group, especially at your age.
Yeah, sadly, it hurts me to say, yeah, that's so true.
It is. Dang it. But I'm sure you're probably one of the level-headed ones that help your group get through it.
I hope I am.
I can't see you adding to the drama. You don't strike me as that type.
Oh God, I hate drama.
Amen, man. Me too.
The only thing that I tend to, the way I live my life is this.
Mm-hmm.
If you're hurting people, if you're being a pain in the ass to other people, I don't like you.
Yep, that's a good way to be.
If you're minding your own business,
awesome. Yes.
You can do whatever you want, and if it doesn't hurt a soul,
right. Go after it. Yep.
Exactly.
I love it. I agree.
But then there's always, we have to do something has to happen. That's just
I know. Some people just can't obey those simple rules.
No.
They gotta be extra.
It's the one thing I have. It's like, don't be an asshole. It's my one rule.
That's my one rule.
Please.
Well, unfortunately, there's a lot of people that break that rule, Alex, right?
Yeah, that's the sad thing.
Oh, man.
But you live with it, and you go, okay.
Oh, yeah, you can't change other people, right? You can only control what you can control.
It'll bite you eventually, and so I'm just sitting down, get the popcorn.
Right. Yeah, I'll just watch the show. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. Oh man, wild! It's a wild world we live in.
It is. It's a crazy one, but it's great. I love
it. Is gotta focus on the positives. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
There was a time when I was cynical.
I could see you being a little cynical, maybe. I could see that with your humor and stuff.
I like Ghetto's humor. I haven't blocked the level humor, okay?
Yes, I love it.
But it's always fun to hang out with friends and chat and have those conversations that it's like finally you get to have friends who are close enough to you and say, yeah, we can have a civil conversation. That's actually another thing that drives me insane when people do a monologue. Don't tell me blah 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 blah. Say say blah 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 blah. What do you think?
I know. It is supposed to be a conversation, right? Not just Yeah, I hear you. There's a lot of that as well.
I love conversations. Hell, I love arguments. I start arguments for the sake of it. People around me will like I will play devil's advocate to push people's thought processes.
That's good. Yeah, it gets people stretched. That's good.
Exactly. I want to make people turn their argument into a sheet of iron. There was once a guy I knew, and he put up an argument, and I'm like, "Oh, that's really good. So why do you think this?"
Mm-hmm.
And then he just freezes, and then he's like, "Oh, but it's because of this."
Oh
and
no!
Then
You got him again.
And then I kind of felt bad afterwards because I realized he's sweating bullets. and then a girl comes in and says, "This is the reason," and blah blah blah. I'm sure that's why. And then he's like, "Oh."
Just instant relief.
And then he comes after me after the class and says, "Oh, please don't do that to me. I'm begging you, man." I'm like, "I'm sorry. I thought it was a really good argument."
Oh man, that's awesome. Torturing this guy. You are like Glacta.
Exactly. Maybe I could be the Inquisitor.
Yes, there you go. Oh man.
Well, that's such a good trilogy. That's such a good series.
It is. It is. I feel like Inquisitors are always fun. Any fantasy book that has them it's always really cool.
Have you read Book of the New Sun?
I want to. I have not. It's one I always get intimidated by it. Have you read it?
Yeah, I just finished it a week or two ago, like end of September, early October, I think.
Okay. What'd you think?
Because it was pretty good.
Pretty good? I feel like it will be.
Chance was praising it to high heaven. And I go, "Okay, man, you know what? I'm going to read one of your favorite books next month.
Yeah.
Give me one. Should I read The Road or Book of the New Sun?" And he gives me this pitch, and I go, "Okay, I'm reading the Book of the New Sun."
Yeah. Now, have you read The Road yet? Since you just mentioned
No, I haven't read any Cormac McCarthy.
Okay, you should read that one. That's the only one I've read by him, but I have a couple other ones. But The Road was
I went
good.
through a phase of being obsessed with Blood Meridian like a couple months back.
Nice. I know. I have that one. I haven't read it yet, though.
Yeah, because I'm going through it and going, "Oh my god, this is dark."
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
And I don't remember anything from the videos. It's so interesting. People will pitch things to you, and then I've created false ideas, and then I'll go into the book and go, "That was nothing like what you told me."
Right.
Like,
I know, that's so true.
I figured it out. There's the book I hate. This is How You Lose the Time War.
Ooh, I haven't read that one. I heard mixed things on it. You hated it, huh?
That was one of the books where I put it down and said, "No."
No. Oh man, what did you hate about it?
So number one, the world building was bullcrap. It was world building that wasn't. It was there to just like be in my face, you know?
Okay. That doesn't sound good.
It's because it's not supposed to make sense. I don't like that. I'm fine with things not making sense, but there has to be some thread behind it.
Right.
That I can go, "Okay, that makes sense," or there's some like tangibility linking.
Right. It should make sense in that world or something, right?
Exactly.
Maybe not in our world, but in that world.
But then it'll like throw out all these words, and then I'm not supposed to understand a single one of them. And then there's epistolary about a romance, and I don't typically care for romances. And then I go, "Okay, so I'm reading a romance novel. I'm not having a good.
Nothing makes sense.
Nothing makes sense. What do you want?" And so many morally dubious things with one of the characters, and I go, "Don't condone this."
3 strikes, you're out.
Yeah, it was the 3 strikes, and I go, "Bye."
Did you finish it?
No, I DNF'd it.
Nice. So you have DNF'd something. Okay.
It's one of my 2 or 3 DNFs I've ever done.
Wow. I don't think I haven't DNF'd one yet. So I'll have to find mine. Maybe I should read that one just so I can DNF it.
Then we can bond over our hatred of it. But it was that I DNF'd City of Last Chances. I just don't know.
I wondered about that one.
City of Last Chances is I think I can like it, but I don't know. It could just not be my thing because I was going everywhere. I spent 50 pages and it just didn't click. Maybe I'm definitely going to give it another shot at some point.
Right.
But because look at that cover. I mean,
oh, I know, man, that's a pretty cover.
Beautiful.
It is. I agree.
And I'm going to give it another shot, but
yeah, see, I think I actually have that. I do have that as well.
Oh, you have the paperback.
I do.
And I think I can like it. I just picked it up at maybe the wrong time. I don't know.
Oh yeah, sometimes that happens.
It was
right
before the Tawny Man trilogy, the Robin Hobb Tawny Man trilogy. Was getting its American reprint because these are prints of the UK copies, just in America and in a different size ratio, which I like more.
Yeah.
So we're getting these, and I go, okay. It's right before that, and that was probably my most anticipated release of the year.
So then you're reading something where you're like, meh, and you're all pumped for that. Yeah, that was probably bad timing.
it was not good time. And I just come off Wisdom of Crowds.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever you put in that slot was up against it.
Yeah, it was gonna be fighting a war because number one, I'm about to jump back into one of my favorite series because it was after Life Through Traders. I knew this is my favorite series.
Okay.
And I knew at that point it's my favorite series. And I had just finished Age of Madness, which is just like, of course I'm going to have book hangover after that. Age of Madness.
Oh, so good.
Oh, it was amazing.
When we end the call, we'll have to talk spoilers then, just in case someone watches this who hasn't read it.
I'm going to have to talk about Orso.
Yes, me too.
I think we both are thinking of the right thing.
100%.
And have you read Jade City now? I think about it because you have been Broken Binding some.
Yeah, I started reading it when I got those things in, and I was reading it last month, but then I kind of put everything on hold to read. I had my community. All my subscribers picked my TBR for October, so I'm reading all spooky stuff. But then in November, I'm going to pick it back up. But
awesome.
have you read it, the whole thing, or?
No, I haven't touched it because that cover, I don't care for it.
You don't like it?
And no, it's not that I don't like it. It's just, I mean, look.
I know. I do. I have the paperbacks because I do love. I know.
It's all right.
It's just, but I thought, you don't have the Broken Binding ones.
Yeah, if I had the Broken Binding ones,
I thought you meant.
Oh hell yeah!
I thought you meant you didn't like those. I'm like, you don't
like those. I probably would have jumped right into it if I had the Broken Binding ones.
Let me grab that bad boy.
Oh man, you're just making me jealous.
Look at that. Isn't that crazy what they can do with sprayed edges now, dude? That's insane.
Yeah. Like it's wow.
It's crazy.
I remember when the extent of sprayed edges was green.
Yeah. not even every color, just a few choices. Yeah. I know.
And now they have like art on it.
Ooh, I know.
It's crazy.
Have you seen that one for I think it's called the Dragon Mage, that if you like turn the pages one way,
I love it.
Who figured that out and how did they do it?
I know.
Insane. I know. I wish I would have got that one, but that was like right around the time I started like really being like, oh, I'll look into these special editions. So I didn't do that one, and Kickstarter and all that stuff. But
did you ever? Have you seen these? Hold on, let me pull it off the shelf. I'm gonna have to fix that. My Peter Pan's a little broken.
Oh yeah, hold on. I'm gonna raise you Oh, right here. Hold on. Boom.
Hold on. Now I gotta get the full set.
Yes, you got him too?
Of course I do.
Boom.
Oh,
they're so pretty, aren't they?
They are. I love them.
I love them
Hobbit.
too. Did you get?
Have you read the Silmarillion?
I haven't. I read The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, but I haven't read Silmarillion because I don't know. Everybody says it's like meh, so I haven't read it. Did you like it?
It's my favorite.
Really?
I think
I might have to read it.
This is a hot take. I know it is. I think that the Silmarillion is better than The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings.
Okay. You're getting me interested now. I might have to read it. I mean, because I love that these have his like illustrations in them too. That's so cool.
Oh yeah, and then also I just realized I forgot.
I know, right? Maps. Yes. So cool. I love it. Cool. And it's so cool that you could just buy those anywhere, like Amazon.
Yeah, you can just go to like a Barnes and Noble and go.
Yeah, I know. I know.
So nice.
I know. Yeah, I love those, man. Those are awesome.
I don't have to pay $50 in shipping.
I know. Yeah, I think this Lord of the Rings one. I think this was the first like special edition I ever got of anything.
Actually,
I loved it. Yeah,
that might have been the case for me too.
Because that was like right when I found BookTube and stuff, and then someone, I don't know if somebody had it or if I was just looking for special editions and I saw that one and was like, yes, please.
Yeah, that's so fair.
That
have you finished The Way of Kings yet?
No. I need to. I like pretty much November, besides We Are the Dead. I actually will probably just like go crazy on Stormlight, see how close I can get before Wind and Truth comes out.
Good luck, man.
I know I won't make it, but as long as I can come close, maybe read it like January or February, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna reread 2 of the books because I'm getting the Words of Radiance leather bound.
Ooh, nice.
And I gotta read it that way.
Those are such pretty books, man. Those leather bounds. Oh,
they are. They're beautiful.
They are. Someday, maybe.
I know. Earlier this year, I'm like, you know what? I want that. So I kind of saved up and then went, boom, let's get it.
Nailed it. Nice.
And then what drove me insane was he said, hey, we have another secret project.
I know. I saw that.
And the most annoying part about that was my family had said, okay, we're going on a cruise.
Oh, okay.
So it's in the middle of the ocean, trying to get my place.
You're like, come on.
Come on, let me get a spot. And then I realize, hey, there's another book. And I go, God, you can't do that.
But he did.
He did. Because what's so interesting is, have you read Tress or Yumi?
No, I'm trying to get through Stormlight, and then, I mean, I guess those probably don't matter as much when you read them, but
not really. I've made my mom read both of them, and she loves them.
I know. I really want to read. I want to read both of them, but I really want to read Tress because I loved Princess Bride growing up. That was my mom's favorite book, and we watched the movie, and she read me the book, and like I love Princess Bride, so that it's been compared to that. So I really want to read that one.
I agree. Read it.
Yes,
absolutely. Especially if you love Princess Bride. Princess Bride's amazing.
It is. It's awesome.
I read it for school, and I remember going, "This is a school book. This is a blast!" Like
I know it's a fun one.
And I'm never hooked for school books. I typically don't like them all that much.
Yeah. I feel like usually the ones you have to read for school are usually like meh, but
yeah,
I read cool. You got to read that one.
Should I say it again?
Oh, I just said that's cool. You got to read that one.
I know, it was great. It was probably my favorite reading year from school.
I bet.
In other years, I had to read Shakespeare.
Yeah.
I don't like reading Shakespeare.
No, me neither.
Catcher in the Rye. What else? Kill a Mockingbird wasn't too bad.
Yeah. That's not so bad.
And I've read others. I can't think of them off the top of my head.
Because
there was one. Have you ever read Night by Elie Wiesel?
Yeah. I don't know if I've actually read Night, or I feel like I've read it because I've had to help my students with it so much, because that's one that they always have to read.
It's so good.
I don't know if I ever actually read it myself, but yes, that is one that they usually like, and most of them they don't like. So
I mean, it's honestly just a brilliant book to me.
Yeah.
And I kind of wish I'd been able to read it now, because as the years have gone on, I get better and better at analyzing books.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because, I mean, not only am I reading school books, but I'm reading the stuff I want to.
Yes.
And I'm reading things like Age of Madness, which can be... Are you kidding me? That's what we should read in school.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Can you imagine? That'd be awesome.
Oh, yeah. That's a class I'd take.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. That would be something.
I mean, I was looking into one of the classes that I want to go to, or I want to go to in a college I want to go to. And one of the books they had was Perdido Street Station. I'm like, oh, I like that class.
Oh, that would be
fantasy literature class. And I go,
oh, heck yeah. That would be a fun class for sure.
Exactly. Especially for people like us.
Oh gosh, we'd be like, oh, I know. I'm getting college credit for this? Oh, heck yeah.
Kid in a candy store. Us in a candy store probably still going to be.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. That's true.
Candy's the problem. You know, I want to go back to this. What do you think of candy corn?
Oh, yes. I actually like it. Yeah. I was glad that you jumped in there. Especially with the pumpkins. Those pumpkins, man. They're good.
I had that poll pulled up, and I showed it to a friend who loves candy, and I tell him, which one?
Yeah.
He goes, candy corn. I say, thank you. Nobody ever chooses candy corn.
I know. That's when I do my short and talk about my choice. It's gonna be candy corn. That's what it is. It's where it's at. And that's like the only time of year I eat candy corn is around this time.
Exactly, and you can never get candy corn outside of Halloween time. I mean, you can, but
it's I don't know. I guess maybe I just don't look for it, but I feel like you can't find those pumpkins though any other time. Maybe just plain candy corn, but
I think you can get little bags of candy corn, but you can't get the proper candy corn.
Yes, the mix.
I feel like it's so interesting because when I was really young, I feel like candy corn was said to be the staple candy of Halloween.
Yeah, I agree.
And then as I grow older, I go, nobody likes candy corn.
I know. I'm like, what? I know. I always ask people. It's
supposed to be the Halloween candy.
I know. It should be.
I don't like it.
I know. It looks like Halloween. It's got the colors on it. Like, I mean, come on.
Colors. It has the pumpkins.
It's so sweet. It hurts your teeth after a while. It's like everything you want in a candy. I don't know.
What do you want from me?
Come on. Oh yeah, I gotta go get some now. After I put that up and people were commenting, I'm like, I need to get some candy corn.
Exactly. That was my thought process too. I'm like, I kind of want to go out and get some candy corn.
Just get a nice bag. Oh, that sounds good.
Ooh, I'm curious. What do you think? What is your favorite type of food? Is it seafood, meat?
That's a tough one.
And I know it's tough, by the way. Let me be very clear, in particular, because for me, I love seafood and meat.
I know. I was gonna say surf and turf, like steak and shrimp. Ooh, that is good.
Oh man,
if I could pick like one thing to eat, that would probably be what I'd go with. Steak and shrimp. Oh, I love it.
Steak and shrimp.
I love it. Yeah. Meat, surf and turf, meat and seafood. I agree with you. Or like a pasta that has both in it, or like shrimp Alfredo. So good.
What do you think of fried calamari?
I love it.
Thank you.
Yes, it's so good.
It's so good.
I haven't had that forever. I think the first time I ever had that was actually on my honeymoon. We went to this really fancy restaurant and I tried it and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so good.
I know. So the first time I tried it was 2 years ago for my grandfather's 80th birthday.
Okay.
We go out to this fancy restaurant.
Yeah.
And we ordered like this appetizer. And it has calamari on it. Okay, I'm going to try it. I try it. It's so good. It's perfect. Like salted. It's crunchy. It's so good.
Yeah.
And I go, okay, give me more. And then I ate the whole thing. And then by the time the actual meal comes around, that's the problem. They give you so much calamari that by the time the meal comes around, I go, I can't eat anymore.
I'm full now.
I'm happy.
I know. That is really good. But yeah, I guess I don't know. It's not something you see at the store or something. It's only at like fancy restaurants. And it probably wouldn't be as good if it was at the store, but
no, it would not be. I don't think it would be.
No.
I don't.
It's whatever seasoning they put it on, I'm sure.
Because I know I have a friend, and he was hanging out around the place where we study, and he goes and he eats calamari. We go to study, and he tells me, "Oh yeah, I was just hanging around for like 40 minutes before this, and I ate calamari." And I said, "You jackass! Why did you invite me? I would have sat down with you, man. I would have eaten calamari with you, man. What's wrong with you? You just told me."
Oh man, some friend, I tell you.
No, I gave him a dead look, and I said, "You suck."
I'm gonna remember this.
I'm never gonna let you forget it.
Oh. Dirty.
All right, I think I want to end the stream now because I want to talk to you about the spoilers.
Yes, I think that sounds good.
All right. The people who are in the chat, which is 0. But to Jake, who said he would rewatch this.
Yes, replay team.
See ya. Hope you all have a great day.
See ya.